Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena. New cards! Welcome to the mean streets of New Capenna. Wizards brought back early access. Some of you may remember early access. Streamers got to play with the cards a whole couple of days, usually one day, but sometimes 2 or 3 days ahead of everybody else. Yay! It was controversial. They took it away. Most of the community seemed happy that they took it away. They brought it back. They didn't tell anybody it was coming back. I had less than a week's notice that it was coming back. And I had already recorded videos, daily videos, for every single day up till the release. I had already planned a trip to PAX, which I just got back last night, not very long ago. And after a 4-day convention and 1-day foot walking tour of Boston, I'm insanely exhausted and still trying to make some content here for you guys. So I will probably not be up to my usual level, not even close today, but I'm still here and I'm going to try to do it. So hashtag sponsored. This is a temporary account. I only have it for 1 day. I got 500 gems. I used those 500 gems to buy like 100 some packs of each set and a bunch of cosmetics. I spent 500 gems in less than an hour on MTG Arena, and you'll find out that there's still cards I'm missing from Standard. Yeah, the economy. Wow! Hashtag sponsored. Anyway, I only get access to this account for 1 day, so just light your wild cards on fire. Have fun with it. It is what it is. And then after tomorrow, the sponsored account goes away, and we go back to the regular scheduled programming. We'll see how many videos I can make today. Anyway, I did a short stream, definitely too tired to keep that going, took a little break. Now I'm going to try to do a little Grixis. Why? Because I need to show you that Nixilis, the adversary, is busted. The goal is to get this card banned as quickly as possible. It's very obnoxious. Should it actually be banned? Am I just overreacting? Is this the new Oko? This is the new Oko. This card is part of a serious problem that comes up in Magic when people try too hard to make cards good, where especially like in Best of One, the person on the play, when they have a certain start, you just can't come back. Now usually if some sequence like that happens and the big play is like a turn 4 turn 5 play, you can sideboard in cards like Disdainful Stroke and things of that nature. But in the case of a 3-mana Planeswalker, often the game is just over. With Nixilis, if we read the whole thing, for those of you who haven't been keeping up on the new cards, you get a 3 loyalty Planeswalker for 3 mana. No big deal. The +1 is each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or a devil, you gain 2 life. The -2 is make a 1/1 devil. The -7, target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. Oh wait, there's Casualty X. The copy isn't legendary and has starting loyalty X. That means that if we sacrifice a creature when we play Nixilis, we get a second Nixilis. If we plus them both, we have 8 loyalty of Planeswalker on turn 3, on the play. It's hard to picture what the heck anybody is supposed to do against that. It's absolutely wild. And in this particular build, we're trying out Grixis because Covert Go Blue. We want some blue stuff in there. And we are going to try some other new cards I'm going to read to you. But yeah, it is freaking insane what Nixilis does, as long as you can keep the opponent from completely overrunning you with another busted start, like say turn 3 Chariot into etc, etc. So, the other new cards that we're running in this deck, Maestro's Charm. The 5 damage to target creature or player is one mode. It's an instant. The 3 lose life and gain 3 life is another mode. And look at your top 5, put 1 into hand, rest into graveyard is a third mode. All these modes are good in the deck. You're often burning your opponent out very effectively with Nixilis, so the burn mode is very good. The 5 damage is a very relevant removal spell. And the top 5 actually helps you fill your graveyard, which is good for 2 other cards that are here in the set, both blue-black. Tainted Indulgence is a Dimir for an instant, draw 2 cards, then discard unless there are 5 or more values among types in your graveyard. And then even Heartstabber is blue and a black for 1/1 flying, as long as there are 5 or more mana values, +2/+2, and Death Touch. When it dies, mill 2 cards, draw a card. So you see what we're going for. We're trying to play Aven Heartstabber and then sacrifice it to the calamity of the Nixilis, the adversary. We also have 3 copies of Tenacious Underdog. This is a 3-mana 3/2, the best thing to sacrifice to the adversary. The Blitz it makes you pay 2 life, but you pay it for 4, but you can cast it from the graveyard. So throwing this into the graveyard is never too bad of a thing, whether it's with Fable, the Mirror Breaker, or the Casualty on Ob Nixilis to get a little value. For removal, I'm trying Eaten Alive since I have a lot of things I'm kind of down to sacrifice anyway, and we need some exile effect in the deck. We've seen how good it is along other colors. Also, some Infernal Grasp, Power Word Kill. Meathug Massacre because we have to sweep it up. Invoke Despair because I definitely built this to be an Invoke Despair deck. 2 Burn Down the House because I found it's one of the only ways to reset if the opponent gets the Ob Nixilis draw and you need to like sweep away multiple Planeswalkers. Plus it makes Devils, which can turn back on the drain ability of Ob Nixilis, and they're good to sacrifice. 1 Trespasser for some graveyard hate. 3 copies of the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is another increasingly good 3-drop card. 1 Kaito Shizuki, because the other 3-drops are so busted, Fable and Ob. 2 Prismari Command to fight Isika's Chariot, which is incredibly popular with Ob. Maybe I'll make that Jund deck next. And we also have Xander's Lounge, or Grixis Mana. The mana is so good. Guys, the mana on this thing is really, really good. Also, forgive the glasses. My eyes are insanely tired. You'd see how bloodshot red they are from lack of sleep and exertion, and it helps with the lights hitting my face. So, hashtag sponsored, early access, Wizards of the Coast. I'm going to try not to be Crybaby Go Blue. Just please keep in mind, this was not part of my plan. I was supposed to have 2 days off to get everything ready for an awesome new Capenna launch on Thursday, which I do hope you'll come out to on Twitch and enjoy here on YouTube, and instead kind of got thrown into this thing 2 days early. I'm mad about it without being mad about it, if that makes sense. If you've ever had something great happen to you, but you know you could have done so much more with it and made it so much better if you had notice, you know how I feel right now. I hope that helps. Anyway, if I'm a little salty, that's why. Let's dive in. Let's go get Ob Nixilis banned. Let the nonsense begin. There's other streamers in the event. You might encounter them. It could be exciting. Every now and then you play against some people that you're really excited to play against. Pro players, people who stream a lot. Adam the Ant, who actually does the voiceover work in the Kamigawa video that I've done. So that's exciting. Wow, wings. Stab him. Let's get the beatdowns going. Okay, looks like they're going to play the same deck we are. We're currently covert no red, and of course we draw a red card promptly. Olivia Crimson Bride. Okay, Reanimator. We need to find a spot removal spell, or we just exile that and call it a day. Also fun. Well, isn't it nice to have a one-of in your deck? Teach Adam the Ant about instant speed. Fable. Oh man, if you could see the way my day's gone already. So many of the same decks. Everything's very samey. Everything has Fable, the Mirror Breaker. That is a card. All right, let's try to draw into that red source with a little Meathug Massacre action to keep this little critter from ramping our opponent. Remember, we get to mill then draw, so we're never too upset if the Heart Stabber has to die. And now we have something to discard to the Tainted Indulgence in Tenacious Underdog. We can also blitz it next turn if we really wanted to. I'm wondering if I want to use this to deal a damage with the Graveyard Trespasser. We might need to. Oh, never mind. Opponent's going in for Mauling. They have to discard a Blood Chief's Thirst, so probably a good amount of removal in hand. Well, it's not a red source. What's the play? We could blitz the underdog, and when it dies, we draw a card. The opponent would take 3, and then they would take 4, and we would draw a card. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But the other thing that we could do is draw with this and possibly hit a good 3-drop, which I love the idea of that. Oh man, didn't get there. Didn't get there. Could discard the underdog and bring it back here. Could play Ob and make a devil. I'm really not sure. I think we just do it like this. I think we get this little 3-2 on, make the opponent figure out if they want to kill it or not. Grixis not as good at exiling as the other colors. They have some options, but I think most people haven't found Eaten Alive. Flame Blessed Bolt is another one I've thought about, but it doesn't hit absolutely everything I need to hit. Another Indulgence. Another land. The opponent will not want to trade the Reflection for this underdog, I don't think. So they're going to pass. We draw another Heart Stabber. Oh man. I mean, part of me says you're supposed to kill Reflection every time. Let's see if they trade here. They're at 12. They can't take too much damage, and they do need something to copy with that thing. I think we do this, because if we draw an untapped land, we can Ob this turn. This is like the max possible value turn, if we can hit this untapped land. Which, I'm running 24 in this deck. I was flooding out... Well, not flooding out. There were too many cards I wanted to fit in, I think is the problem. Maybe once I learn more, I'll be able to cut one, but there you go. We hit. And here it comes. I found it interesting that there's already a meta in this early access event. A lot of people are playing Reanimator. I've seen at least 3, including Adam here, because against Ob, you want to chuck your stuff in the graveyard so you can get it back. Here I'm not going to devil. We're just going to plus. Just going to plus and put on the pressure. Maestro's Charm, top 5. Okay. Might be able to find a reanimation spell and might be able to discard a creature here to reanimate with Olivia, or might just hit land Olivia. Oh, that's a lot of land. That is not a good flip for the charm. Adam the Ant getting unlucky here. If you've never seen Adam the Ant's channel, actual VTuber, actual animated ant that talks through screen. Add it to the list of things you never knew you wanted in MTG, but now you're very curious, aren't you? You can find him on Twitch. Dude, it's so much pressure. Imagine if we draw a red source for Burn Down the House, and then these are drains as well, and the devils have haste. Says go flips tonight. Well, I think we're probably bringing out Tenacious Underdog and casting Aven Heartstabber. I guess we'll lead with Ob action. Although if they could deal with Ob action, they already would have. It does feel like a mistake, though, not to plus the Obs first. Tenacious Underdog sneaky hits for 4 because of Meat Hook Massacre. Top 5. Alright, the charm's gonna keep digging. But I don't know with the mana you have left over if you can do anything productive here. That might just be game. We see a Burning Rune Demon hit the bin.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Discarded a Kaido.
Go ahead. Flee.
Goes to 5. drops to 2. We'll play a Heart Stabber. Ready to block an Olivia, I suppose. This will sacrifice, which means we draw a card and drain for 1, which is a really good combo. And there's our other red source for burn. Return upon the tide for Burning Rune Demon. Burning Rune Demon fetches... Sure. You can have a Lord Xander. Definitely going for something spicy. And being denied. Brutally denied. Yogos Phyrexianos. Let's battle. We got Underdog, Stabbers, and Ob. And I think we're on the play? I think I saw that right. On the play. Alright, we go with the dog. Whoop whoop. Not actually dog, just part of the name. Oh, hello, handsome. Simic. Let's see what they got for us. So, there's the casualty. This is the turn 3 play. No counterspell.
You don't stand with me.
Alright, let's make a devil. Let's have some board presence and a plus.
You work for me now, Runt.
To drain the opponent.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Opponent discards a Bonkers Charm. Yeah, that's not going to do very much. What can you say? They just had to push Rakdos harder. Didn't have enough cards. So one thing the opponent can do is use the Endless Detour on the token, but then they still have another ob to contend with. Let's hit them with the pluses.
Pleasure doing business.
Alright, another charm down. Okay, so far obs have forced 2 discards.
And you lose everything.
And a drain. So mean. I feel like such a bad person. Now, do we bring back the Underdog into this open mana? Definitely feels like they have some kind of trap. But bringing back Underdog is basically graveyard value, so if they deal with it, we don't really care. And if they don't deal with it, it's gonna kill them. Like, every hit right now is so brutal, because it makes it more likely that Ob is going to force them to discard. Yeah, there's the seat, and they kill it. But when you cast a card for its Blitz cost, if it dies, you draw a card, even if it dies from some other mean. So we still get to draw another card for the Underdog, which is so crazy. They play Ascendancy, which isn't going to do anything at all. We're going to invoke Despair because we are rude. Their life total is plummeting. The obs are plussing. Everything's a disaster.
By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
And what are we at? 28? We're going to 28? Luminarch Ass Pirate? You won't save anything. Hit him.
By coin.
Hit him.
Carnage. Tribute is pleasure doing business with you.
We'll just exile that for a really cheap cost. Ping the face. They're almost dead. We can get them to 1. We're at 30. This is stupid. I probably missed lethal somehow that I missed. You know, obviously it's a miss lethal if you missed it. Next turn, the opponent draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. It's really stupid. Sorry. I'd rather sorry in that spot if I could. Alright, we're on the draw with a bunch of 3-drops and a hook. This hand could get run over, but since we have our colors, I'm probably going to keep it anyway. And because it's early access, I'm not going to take it too seriously. Am I? Maybe I will. Alright. I guess we play this in case we draw the Dimir 2 drop. Heart Stabber. Ooh. Opponent's playing a similar deck. I played with Adversary. Adversary's good in this deck too. You could definitely play it if you want to. Oh, opponent really likes Adversary. Okay, we have to get to a Meat Hook Massacre for this. We're gonna have like 10 life. Draw 2, discard 1. Fable. So these are the spots where Ob is not nearly as good. Still not terrible here against some 2/2s. I'm going to discard the Fable, because usually being behind in this spot means you don't have time for 2 Fables. Ooh, I wish I had that a turn sooner. Alright, so we could play Trespasser, or we could play Fable and get it ticking. I think the Fable's a little better. They probably, if they have a removal spell, are going to kill this. Spell Pierce would have been brutal, but I'm not ready to play around Spell Pierce yet. The stick there is likely a March. Black March, I'm going to guess. Whoa, Vampire's Vengeance. Grixis Vampires? They did miss land. Missing land is good for us. Alright, we don't have time to draw a ton of cards, so maybe I'm discarding Indulgence here? Just to kind of get a free card off of it right now? Or we can discard Hive. Yeah, Hive's fine. Tap lands, no time for that. Got another one. Nice. But now we get the hook. We stabilize battlefield. We can be pretty sure more vampires are coming. But we started our life total moving the other direction. Okay. So that card can hit hard. And we don't have what it takes to burn down the house. It's concerning. I guess we let them flip it and pump it if they really want to. Could play Ob here, but would be attacked really easily. So, obviously Ob on the draw. You can see it right now. A much different animal. But the opponent has to cope with this board, or the Kiki Jiki Graveyard Trespasser is going to become very overwhelming very fast. Yep, there's a power word kill. Here's a transformed, maybe? Yep. Hard to race. We need a solution. But I think what we'll want to do is just sacrifice our Trespasser to Ob after the attack. Maybe I tainted Indulgence first. Just to be sure. The other thing that we could do is just sweep the board. Burn down the house, get this thing dead. Not the worst idea I've ever heard. Two Obs. Opponent will attack one. Might find a way to kill the other. Let's see if we can draw a removal spell first. Heart Stabber is pretty good. It will have Death Touch. Let's see. 0, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, no 4, no 1. Okay. But I guess it can block, which is pretty good for me. We'll make them find a way to kill it. I still think they might have a march. So... Oh, Torch Breath. Opponent? 2 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent. I guess they didn't pay what they were supposed to for it? 2 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent, X damage. Yeah, you still have to play it for 1, but then it just costs less. Okay, the opponent's starting to show the red side of their deck. I'm not quite sure what it goes for here. That's pretty good. Yep. All right. First strike over there, huh? We do have some creatures. Like, we can drain with a creature here. Let's do it. Kill those. Opponent probably didn't expect to get full board wiped there. We'll see if they found something better to do than power up Den. They dig. Okay, they didn't. I think that means we hold up Prismari Command this next turn cycle. Get that thing dead. Risky, but we do what we gotta do. It also gives the opponent some hope that we don't have much going on. But in the meantime, we draw cards and we deal our opponent plenty of damage. We're down to 5. Oh my. Okay. Well, it has to be an enchantment or planeswalker, but they'll get to see that we have the Prismari Command. And they only got 1 of 2 obs. So, yeah, they're in trouble. Cycle. No attack? Maybe attack. Kill it. 5 out of 5. We've got a Heart Stabber that's fully activated. Yeah. Is it Ob time? We could also bring back Underdog and play Ob, but then we don't hold up Power Word Kill. Dude. The value. Oh my god. Alright, so with the real one, we make the token because we want the opponent to kill the real one. This is going to be a play pattern you have to get used to, so pay attention to this part. You want your opponent to kill the real one, so if you draw a replacement Ob, that you can cast it and have a 3rd Ob, because this one is not legendary. You always, if you're going to put one on lower loyalty, make it the real one, not the copy. That's the key. And if you have the choice to kill one Ob or the other, kill the copy, not the real one. It's weird, but you're going to have to get used to it. So, Tenacious Underdog, we draw a land, we Ob. So we try this hand. Alright guys, land off the top in a 24 land deck on the play in MTG Arena Shuffler land. Will we get it? It's a little worse than a coin flip in our favor. Okay, that's a new card. By the way, cha-ching. Double Strike, whenever it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. Ooh, that might hit hard. Are we supposed to kill that? Are we supposed to kill that? Maybe we do. Nah. We'll offer a trade though. They won't take it. I think I'll make 2 devils to block.
Entire planes. One city goes so some.
Just in case they can remove 1.
My goons will make quick work of you.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, eh? I need that emote. That's like a sticker emote, right? Now, how big can they make Illuminator Virtuoso here? They play a Light Scribe. They have 1 red open. Let's see what they can do. Does that give trample? I think it actually does. Trample and plus X plus O, where X is +1. Okay. They've got a 4/3 double strike trample. Will they attack me? Or will they attack one of the obs? They'll attack an ob. I mean, that just shows you. That right there is a problem. The fact that they have to attack one ob.
Cut you down.
Like, they just had... Like, they just lived their best life. They killed half my planeswalker.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
So what do you think? The Light Scribe or the Virtuoso? We get to kill one. I'm gonna play this on red in case, like, I know we have Invoke Despair, but I'm really looking at this burn down the house. I guess we're gonna have a treasure, right? I'll play it on black. Let's see if they can do that again and take out another ob here and get us back to parity before we Invoke Despair and just wipe out their creature and draw 2. Play with fire does it. Okay, I see you.
My empire crumbles.
I see you, opponent. Boon of Safety. That puts a shield counter on it? Yeah, it does. Okay, but anytime it's damaged, the shield counter is removed. So that includes from a devil or a devil ping. And another Ancestral Anger. Dude, they have a good hand. They have a really good hand. That is a 5/3 trampling, double striking thing. This will remove the shield counter. We go to 13. We still have all that life from the obs too. It's so stupid. I guess I'll attack you. And Invoke Despair. Mana Fix. For the double red. They're at 10, we're at 13. Like, their hand was fine. I mean, probably better than fine, let's be real. It was very good. Alright, let's see if they have an answer to this. Okay. Just make sure that their little creatures are dead, and I don't think we can really lose. Four out of 5. 1 away from this being a 3/3 flying Death Toucher. Still a tenacious underdog in the graveyard. Still a burn down the house. Okay. I think we just race. We're down to 11. They do have a very explosive deck on some level, but I think we just do this. Potentially dead next turn and make them get through the underdog as well. They got through the obs, but look at what it cost them. It cost them so much. Festival Crasher. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, +2/+0. What are they supposed to do? Ob. We just need to draw a 2-drop creature. And if we don't, we'll just Fable into Ob, which is also pretty good. Okay. We'll get Indulgent. It'll be fun. The Tycoon. Cat Rogue, tap, make a treasure. Well, I don't have anything to deal with it, so it's probably gonna look good. But I've gotta tell you, that card, I don't trust that card. Tenacious Underdoggy. Alright. Halo Fountain. This is an artifact mythic. Tap an untapped creature control, create a 1/1 green-white citizen token. So they can untap the Tycoon and use it for more mana? I mean, that's a squad. We're going to need to draw our meat hook fast. So for 2 white, they can untap 2 untapped creatures and draw. Oh my god, their hand is insane! What the fuck was that? What? Alright, well, one of these obs is going to go, because we're finally too far behind to even use it. Oh, Prismari Command, okay. That's really good. Opponent's feeling great about all that. Let's destroy their hopes and dreams promptly. Yep, everybody's got Fable. Absolutely everyone has to have Fable. I really need a meat hook in this game. But I guess we'll just slow down their Fable action. Okay, despair on despair. Let's go. Shoot. Is it the end of the world, really? 4 out of 5, huh? Alright, if they don't have another creature, this is going to go really well. Man, do I hate this card. This card makes me angry at its very existence, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. They don't have another creature, so they lose their dragon, but it does mean they probably have another dragon. But we still have 15 life. And a lot of solutions, and they are low on cards. All right. Doggy. Ob. Now the setup begins.
I'm not afraid of any of you.
All right, Devil first. Just guard against random haste nonsense and drain.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Zorn. I didn't realize the opponent was actually full memeing. Another strangle. Sorcery speed really hurting there. Four out of 5 still. We'll just push for ultimate here, because that would be a fun way to end this little game we've had here.
Is my entertainment.
I think Tenacious Underdog, you know, get in for a little more damage is better than the Heart Stabber or holding up the Charm. But I guess we'll see, depending what they draw. Black Market Tycoon. Sad 2-mana 2/2 right there.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Keep it coming. Yep, block. We still draw a card even when it dies, which is pretty messed up, to be honest. Fable. Opponent top decks. They slow roll themselves. Magda. Out of there. Wow. Right. I actually haven't cut any games from this video, so I think I'm undefeated. I think I'm like 5-0 here. So let's see if somebody can knock Ob down to size. I don't remember a loss, but I'm also tired, so maybe I had one and already forgot. We'll keep this on the draw. We've got removal. We do need to draw blue. Covert, no blue. So sad. Right. Say go. I'm sure the opponent will give us a target here for the grasp. The 3-drops are too good not to play. So Fable. 100%. Always. Instant Fable. Every time. Now let's see if they have the answer to my 2/2. Keep me from getting a treasure and getting ahead. 2 Crimson Brides. I see. Well, I'm glad that we gave up the grasp now. I've played against a lot of Grixis midrange, but I should probably start expecting Reanimator the way this is going. What to discard? I think Kaido can go here. I wonder if Tainted Indulgence should just go, because yeah. Let's just try to draw good answers. That's pretty good. It's a good counter for Olivia. Opponent's sitting with 4 open mana. That screams big score to me. Okay, Prismari Command. Also good. Alright, well this is the sad part, where I think we just have to play this blue mana open and pass, and hope to use Maestro's Charm to keep something hideously horrible from happening with Olivia. But the opponent definitely doesn't have to play into it, and the more we have to hold open 3 mana, the more they can play around it. So what do they got here? Another Fable, of course. Yeah, they actually pitched a Return Upon the Tide, which is pretty wow. So what I have to do now is, like, I think I have to massacre both of these. If I massacre both of these, I tap out. If I tap out, I probably lose. And I don't really see a good way around it. So I guess I can't do that. So I'm going to cycle instead. And try to hit another removal spell. Okay. This is okay, I suppose. The Kiki can get some value copying this for a turn or two. It's not like the end of the world. And we can try to set up Meat Hook. We could also just pitch this to exile this and leave them with just this. Yeah, I guess. Feels weird and a bit bad, especially giving them a creature that makes treasure. But we need to now try to hold out for the next Kiki to show up before we hook. Dude, I am blown away by the amount of Reanimator in this event. It's been crazy. Everybody on Reanimator. But they're just, you see, they're just pitching their reanimation spells. Now, if we show them this, we'll see what happens here. Maybe they'll see that and think that the coast might become clear. We really want to find something to hit the graveyard. I guess we're passing here. This hits the graveyard, but not the way we want to hit the graveyard. Not enough. And it taps us out. Alright, so we need land and removal spell. Let's see if this can help us find it. It needs to be untapped land and spot removal spell. I don't see it. Well, burn down the house is a recovery and a half, I guess. I'm guessing that they're setting up for, like, Lord Xander, right? But we can't sit back and do this anymore. We gotta try. Lord Xander? Oh, what are you? Titan of Industry. It's gonna be too big for my burn down the house, that's for sure. But if we get rid of the vampire... Oh, yeah. If we get rid of Olivia, it'll exile the Titan. Okay. Could be okay. Let's see what happens here. Are they shield countering Olivia? They are. Well, that's really good. That means that Olivia is not going to die to the burn down the house. Okay. Well, we found what beats us. Our really draw against really nice Grixis Reanimator. On the draw with a really bad hand. On the draw with a really medium hand. What do we get rid of? I guess you? We don't have a lot of time for this stuff. So am I gonna play mono white in this event? It wouldn't be the first one I've run into. I mean, okay, we can play that card too. No blocks because we want to ob, but let's see how far behind we are. We're way behind. Yeah, I don't know if there's a good solution to this, but I guess we just play ob and hope that ob pulls through.
Enough! Notions of morality. All that matters is power. You work for me now, runt. Your punishment is my entertainment.
They might completely smash us here because even Heartstabber wasn't much of an impact. And I'm going to be really honest. Oh, yeah, we lose. Even Heartstabber?
There are good people.
Actually, do we?
This is your fight. Win it.
Do we? Do we lose? Eaten Alive, Invoke Despair could really create a comeback. Okay, let the ops go. Can't really save them. Anyway, Elspeth, really good. The +1 is a +1/+1 counter, and it's all these abilities. So when they do land Elspeth on curve, it's super powerful. The -3 is very, very good. So I think we have to try to set it up to Invoke Despair. The problem with that is the opponent just plays another creature next turn. What's the play? Like, I think we need this, which is really bad. Like, it would be nice. I mean, maybe I casualty this, Ob Nixilis, play this, but then if we don't draw the land for Invoke Despair, we probably lose right there. This is really bad, but I guess we just hope the opponent somehow doesn't play another creature. I'm gonna target this just in case.
Peaceful resolution.
Yeah, Jewel Thief, very powerful there. Ramping into Elspeth on the play. I mean, is the future just have treasure in every deck? Because if you're on the play, you get further and further ahead. Nothing can really beat you. Oh, that's really... oof. If that didn't make a 1/1, that would be... The fact that it does make a 1/1 is so bad for us, but if it didn't, we'd be in a great spot because of Invoke. Cycle, I guess. So yeah, we're still gonna have a Jewel Thief to deal with, but we can. So there goes Elspeth and Wedding Announcement and the 1/1, and the opponent has 2 cards. They get to his for 4, and they have full priority here. We need them to run out of stuff, but even if they do, they have creature land. So our odds are very bad. Sure, why not? Alright, play you, play you. Ob, can you get us out of this? I've been saying you're broken. Are you this broken? Because this would be insane if it gets us out of something like this.
I've conquered entire plains. One city. Go sow some chaos.
Eh? Dead. Dead. And we get to plus. Try to stay out of cave range.
Defy
Wow.
me, and you
Well,
lose.
okay, they cycle again. Oh my gosh, are we in this? Here comes cave. Oh, we are in this. If they have to spend their turn on cave, we are in this.
Wipe that smug.
Okay, they didn't hold this to discard. We draw another ob, and we have the copy? We can make a devil. Like this. Oh my god.
Shake down the local.
Naked, stop! Naked, stop!
I've conquered entire plains. One city will be go
Holy
sow some
crap! How are they gonna do anything?
Your
All right,
punishment
they drew a lot of
is
land in a
my
row.
entertainment.
We did need that to happen to be in this game. And we still have this cave that's picking obs off, but it's going to take 3 turns. In the meantime, they're losing so
Not
much.
worth the effort.
Can't use this on the cave anyway. It's a dragon. Drain.
My coin
Drain.
carnage.
We're back up to 15. We're going to draw a card here. They're down to 6.
punishment is my entertainment.
This is disgusting. This is gross. We should not win this game.
My empire crumbles.
They're just, I mean, we get them to 4 there, and if they don't discard, they're dead. And then they're just, I don't know how they don't get out of it. Holy crap. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and my stats aren't working. I would love to show them to you because I believe I'm 6-1, unless I forgot another loss in there somewhere. You saw the loss to Reanimator, but this deck is stupid. That last win, if you stayed till the end and actually watched all the games, that last win, we should have lost that game. Holy crap. This Safecraft, absolutely. 4, absolutely. I mean, this card is going to have decks it's definitely good in. I don't know if they're going to be Anvil. I don't know if it's going to be Grixis or Jund for the most part. But, I mean, there's no question to me that Nixilis, the adversary, is an insanely good card. And if it doesn't get banned, the primary reason will probably be because... I guess there's too many things in the format that are too, like, cascading. Like, if you're on the draw, maybe this card isn't nearly as good. But we did show on the draw, you just kind of play a game where you remove the opponent's stuff, and eventually this comes down, takes over, gets you back in the game, gains you life. It's so good, man. It's so good. And we didn't even explore, like the -7. We didn't try to get a creature that we could maybe temporarily or somehow pump to get a huge bonus off this right away. Like there's the card that has the 6/4 menace for 3, you know, you could play with Ob. And so there's a lot that we can still do with Ob that we haven't even figured out yet, and the card seems absolutely insane. If you're going to craft something in New Capenna, if you've got 4 mythic wild cards and you play the colors black and red at all, set them aside for Ob. If it gets banned someday, they have to give you wild cards back. Card will probably be nerfed in Alchemy within a month. Well, we'll see. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you to Wizards for letting me play on the sponsored account, and you're cool.